Decoding Portuguese Verbs, your gateway to fluent communication, Part 5. Hello friends, como estão? In the previous videos, we learned about verbs. We learned what verbs are, their importance and types, and how to identify and use them with different subjects in different tenses. We found an easy way to make sentences using the AR verbs conjugation table, or we can say conjugation pattern. If you have yet to watch those previous videos, I recommend that you watch and learn from those videos first. The links are in the description. In this video, we will practice making sentences using the AR verb conjugation table. This video is the recorded live video of the live class. This video gives you the feeling of being in a live class and makes you involved in the class. We will easily practice making daily life sentences using the AR verb conjugation pattern or conjugation table. Let's start. Vamos começar. I am not very good, okay, guys. So I am tested corona positive today, but that's fine. That we are now fighting against it, right? So maybe the voice is not very clear, but don't worry on it. And if you don't understand, please ask me, okay? So how to make sentences easily? That is what our today's session is for. Okay, we make sentences very easy way, and that is what you have to practice. And here you can see the examples that one of you, that means one of my student, has created or has written more than 300 sentences within within 3 weeks, right? Within learning 3 weeks. So then if one can do, then why can't you do? So you can also do, right? So just be focused on how easy is to make sentences. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's see how easy is to make sentence now. First of all, I recommend all of you that when you make sentences, start from the very easy sentences. Okay, try to make it meaningful and that is useful for you. So to make sentences, we just need three things. First of all, remember that. Okay, the first one is the subject, or here in case we say pronoun, right? You have to know about the pronoun first. Eu means I, tu is you. That is very informal and very handy way, or very for the daily conversation we use in Portugal especially. El, ela. The L means he, ela means she, and você means you. That is the formal way, or you can say very popular in Brazil. Eles means they, the group of boy or mixed group, and vocês means you all, and nós means we. So normally we need these things, okay? Or we can say here, we can add something here, o senhor, right? Or a senhora, o senhor or a senhora. And then we need object about what we are talking. For example, here we are talking about the book, right? So what is the book in Portuguese? That's what we need to know first, right? For example, here the book is livro, right? Livro is the word for book, and this is the masculine word, right? This is the masculine word. So always keep article before the noun. That will help you to identify either it is masculine or feminine. And if you see here o livro, that means it is masculine. If it is feminine, we use a, right? You know it. And then we need the verbs, and these verbs help to tell what we are going to do with that object, right? So if you want to say I buy this book, right? If you want to say I buy this book, then it's very easy, right? Just take this you, that means I, right? You take it here and say buy means comprar, and if you see AR, remove this one and just take compra, right? COMPR, compro, right? And then you say take this object here, right? And if you do the conjugation with the verb, we add eu compro, right? Eu compro. Let me see, keep here u. If you add o, that is normally sounds u in Portuguese. Eu compro o livro, right? I buy the book. That is very easy, isn't it? Eu compro o livro. I buy the book. That's it. You need verb and you need some object and you need the subject. Eu compro o livro. Now, if you want to say you buy, just remove this and bring tu. Tu means you, right? So you can keep tu and this is same, and in u you add as. So you say tu compras o livro. You buy the book. If you want to say that he buys this book, then you just take this L, right? And just change the form as to just the A. So you can say L compra o livro. He buys the book. So, and if you want to say that nós, we bought this, then just keep this nós here and add here amos. Nós compramos o livro. We buy the book. Isn't it easy? So just by changing the verbs and pronoun, we make lots of sentences. Here we already made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences, right? It looks very easy, but it helps you to practice. Okay, let's say that if you don't want to buy this, let's keep it back and you want to study. So just take study here, and if you say eu nós estudamos o livro, that means we study the book, right? If you want to say we like the book, just keep it back and just take GUST. Then you say nós gostamos o livro. We like the book. Hi Kosis, how are you? Right? So if you want to that I need the book, then you just put here this verb and you say we need the book. Right? So if you want to say I want to store, I want to keep this book, you say we, then you say nós guardamos o livro. We save this book or we keep this book, right? There is nothing hard, okay? So here we are going to make 25 sentences and you will see how easy we make the sentence, okay? And similarly, you can practice yourself. Thank you, Tomo, for sharing this live, okay? So here, anything you want, just by this table you can make the different things, right? If you want to say that I studied this book, then just take it out, keep yo here, right? So yo means I, and just put this estudo here and add o. So it is eu estudo o livro. I study the book. And this pattern we use for lots of things, okay? Let's say here I have a table and I have made something already ready for you, right? This is the table of AR verb conjugation table, and here what we do is we remove the AR and we change its form, right? We remove the last AR and add according to the table, and we add according to the table, right? So how can I do this? Let me change it to the another font, okay, and let me change its color to black, okay. So here if you see, let me make the screen bit clear, okay, so that okay, here you see both are Sandeep. Here, asar, right? It is not achar, okay? It is asar. If you see anything ch, it sounds sa, okay? So asar is the verb, and asar means to think or to find. Like you think that something is good. The best application to learn is that pen and paper, okay? So if you write and you can just use this table and you can make sentences fast. I don't know in which level you are, Tomu, but I think it's writing sentences, that's fine. And you can use my website ivana.org. I will talk about it later. Okay, let's see here. Here is asar, right? So I want to say that we found your class interesting. That is what we want to say. We found your class interesting. That means a class interesting means a sua aula interessante. Okay, no matter if you do something wrong here as a beginner, don't worry. Okay, so here you can simply say we. So we means nos, right? So what we do is we just write there nos. Okay, so if we write here nos, that means we nos, right? So here we have to say that we found, right? I will send it. Okay, just give me a time. We found your class interesting. Nos, we found. Found is the past tense, right? So how can we use found here? Let's see. Okay, let me change this screen again. Okay, and if I go here, then what I do is I took this ACH here because that means that is the verb. I just remove the AR and I put ACH here, right? Then I see we found. So with we, here you can see we, right? We means knows, right? So with knows, if you go to the simple past, it is amush, right? So what you do is you just take this amush here, right? And now it is the perfect sentence. Nós achamos a sua aula interessante, right? So that means it's very easy. We found your class interesting. That means we found it is the past. And if you use this table, then you can find that with nos in simple past, we add amush, right? So if you add amush, then it will be, if you add amos, nós achamos a sua aula interessante. We found, or we think, or we thought your class is very interesting. That is how we make sentences. Okay, so let's see another example. It will make it even more clear. Here, acreditar, that means to believe, right? If you know the verb acreditar, so it is always important to know the verbs. Okay, verbs are the main things that you should learn. So if you learn verbs, then you can do anything in Portuguese. Okay, so here acreditar, to believe. And if I want to say I believe you, then I just took I means you, right? So I took that you here. Okay, that you here, and that means you. You means I. And to make it believe, I took this accredit here, right? Because I have removed from their AR. And if you want to say I in present, what is the formula table here? With I means you, just add U. That means O, right? So if you take this and you keep here, that is the sentence. Eu acredito em ti. I believe you. Right? Isn't it easy? It's easy, right? So what you need is to understand this table, the rule of changing the verbs, and you make lots of sentences, right? If you make every day 20 sentences, that will take you around 10 to 20 minutes, and in 30 days you will have 500 to 600 sentences, and that will help you to know it, right? So here, eu acredito em ti. Look, just this table is enough to make sentences, the correct form of verb. Okay, so it's just make it easy. Don't try to go very hard. Okay, and here if you make the wrong things here, for example, as a beginner, instead of ti, if you use tu, that's fine. Eu acredito em tu. And if you don't know how to use this I preposition, just say eu acredito tu. Maybe grammatically it is not pure, but the person understand, right? That you want to say that I believe you, because the verb is the main thing that tells what you want to do, right? So this is how we make sentence. Let's say another verb here. Ajudar, like help. Ajudar means to help. If you want to help someone or if somebody helps you, that is called ajudar. So here, if I want to say that we helped poor people, how can I say? We helped poor people, right? So poor people means pessoas pobres. But if you don't know this word, that's fine. But if you want to say we, the we is the pronoun nós, right? N-O-S, nós. Nós means we. So helped means, sorry, I may have to copy it. So we means nós, right? Nós. So we just take this AJUD from here and we helped, right? We helped. That means in past tense. So if I see here the chart or the table, in past tense, I have this word, right? Amus. Remember, on A there is a accent, right? There is an accent. So what I say, I just keep this here. Okay? And now I say, nos ajudamos, right? Nos ajudamos. So we helped. Eu ajudar irmã not. You have to see the table, right? You have to say the table here. If you say, I want to, I help my sister, then it's easy. Let me make sentence for you. I means yo. So you have to say yo, right? You have to say yo. And then ajudar, keep this AJUD here. And in present tense, if you see here in our chart, you can see we just has to add O. We just have to add O. So if you add this sentence, this word here, that means eu ajudo, right? And then whom you help? Eu ajudo Irma, right? I help sister, right? Maybe you don't know how to say my at the moment, but at least you can say eu ajudo Irma, right? Not ajudar. That's why this table is, okay? So you have to use this table when you add something, how you play with the verb. That's why you are doing mistake as sans CTA, right? Because you have to practice with this table, or you have to know the conjugation rule, and then you will be perfect. Once you are perfect in verb, then you can speak, you will have a very, very good confidence. I wonder within 3 weeks, my students has a very good command on this thing at least. Okay, almost 80% of them. So here, you have to see the table. Let's see another example. Maybe that will help you again. Here, a, right? Just a or a we can say. So just take this a from here and keep it here. So o meu irmão anda de bicicleta, right? So my, yeah, I have Zoom live in Zoom also, Imad. I will come to that later on. Okay, I have Zoom in Zoom also. Okay, I have started because of your requests, so I will talk about it later. But let's start. O meu irmão anda de bicicleta, right? Let's see one more example. Faster, right? Beijar, to kiss. I always kiss my daughter. I always, my daughter. Sempre a minha filha. But how can I say I kiss? So what I do, I took it here, and to I say yo, right? And then I take it here, right? And with you, in simple present, what is the answer? It's very easy, right? You just add u. So if you add this u here, that's it. Eu beijo sempre a minha filha, right? Eu beijo sempre a minha filha, because eu means I, and it's in simple present, right? Here, you want to say that my brother rides a bike, right? My brother, o meu irmão. Remember, if you want to say senhor, senhora, or anything singular, it comes here, right? Senhor or senhora, whatever, it comes with ela, você, okay? So here, my brother rides a bike. O meu irmão, I took this A and D here, right? And it is the rights. That means simple present, right? That is the simple present. So how can you find the verb here? Let's say buscar. Buscar means to search. Okay, you don't understand beige, right? Here, this is the verb, beijar, okay, Imad. For Zoom, you have to enroll on the class first, okay? I will send you. Okay, the Sabina doesn't understand. The verb is beijar, that means to kiss, right? And I want to say, I always kiss my daughter. So what I do is, to say I kiss, I remove the AR from this verb, okay? And I just take BIG, right? And there, from here, I take, because I want to say it in simple present, then it is yo, and I have to add O from this table. So if I add it here, it goes to eu beijo sempre a minha filha. Okay, Sabina, do you understand now? Okay, so eu beijo sempre a minha filha, right? If you want to say that we, then you just keep it here nos, right? Nos, and here with nos we have amos, right? So if you add this amos, nos beijamos, so we kiss. That is how we make sentences, okay? If you want to that I will kiss my daughter, then you just say here, right? If you say I will, that's a great question. If you want to say I will kiss, then you go to AREI, right? And if you take this and keep it here, then you say eu beijarei sempre a minha filha, right? So that means we will always kiss our daughter, right? When she come to Portugal, then we will kiss our daughter always. So we can use area. That's perfect. Tu beijas sempre tua filha. Very good. Yeah, that's great. Let's go to the another one. Buscar. Buscar means something that we want to find, right? For example, I don't have eyeglass, so I want to say I look for my glasses. Okay, you are welcome. I look for my glasses. So to say I, that is yo, right? So I say yo, and then I just take this BUSC, and with yo it is u, right? So I just take this u here, and that means eu busco o meu óculos, right? Eu busco o meu óculos. I find my eyeglass. Here is the very handy and easy way to learn how to make sentences. So if you try to make sentence every day 10 to 15, you are welcome, Sabina, then you will get, right? Like my student make 250 sentences within 3 weeks class. How? Because he is very passionate and he take time to understand, then he start to work. So you have to understand first, then you have to write it and try to make it very, very, very simple. Okay, let's go more. Caminhar, for example, to walk, right? Caminhar means I walked a lot yesterday. I have to say that I walk a lot. I am tired, right? So I come and I say I walked a lot. So what I means? It is yo. So I put this caminhar here. I remove the AR. So with I, that means yo. In past, what is there, right? What is there? There is EI, right? In past, EI. So I say yo. I take this EI here and I say eu caminhei muito ontem, right? I walked a lot yesterday. Good evening, Sherla. How are you? Okay. So I walked a lot yesterday, right? I walked a lot yesterday. So just use the table. I wonder that I got lots of messages yesterday. How it is possible to make sentences within 2 months, 3 months, and they send me that I am in Portugal for 10 months, for 2 years, I am learning, but I couldn't make sentences. I don't know why. Why? Because you have to keep passion, right? Make it slowly and make sentences step by step and focus on verbs. Focus on verbs and make sentences. Try to make sentences yourself. Elas caminharão muito ontem. Yeah, elas, then we say caminharão, right? If I want to say that we walked a lot yesterday, that means nos, right? And for we and for past, what we do? We use amos, right? And if you make these sentences, okay, caminhamos, nós caminhamos muito ontem. We walked a lot yesterday. Okay? So what you have to do is, normally after you make 2 or 3 sentences, then you say, that is just to make the verb easy, okay, to understand it easily, because this is the main verb, right? And so whenever we need to use them with I, that means yo, or tu, we need to change it. But when we changed, this last part doesn't change, right? Only this AR part change. That's why we just separate it from here so that it is easy for us to understand. You got it? Because we have to change the form. If we say nos caminemos, yo caminho, tu caminas, but whatever we change, this back part doesn't change. Only this part change. So for easy understanding, we remove it. Okay? Is this right? Nos caminharemos muito ontem. Yes, it's good. But I think you forget to, you give the space. That is just the problem, right? But yes, yeah. If you say that, you remove this, for example, you remove this and you say, no, caminharemos, yeah. No, caminhamos, okay, not caminharemos. If you say caminharemos, then it means we will walk tomorrow, right? Nos caminharemos means muito, not one time, then amanhã, right? We will walk a lot tomorrow, that means. Okay, Sabina? So let's see another example. Cantar, to sing. If you want to say someone, you don't sing very well, right? If I sing here now, nosa, oh nosa, like this, then you say, hey, stop, you don't sing well. Para, right? Stop means para. Stop, para. Then how you say that you don't sing very well? So it's the same thing. Very well means muito bem. So for you, we say tu. We say tu, and with sing, we just take the cant here, right? And with tu, in present tense, what is the form? The form is with tu, let me find my tools. Tu is as, right? So we just take this as and we keep it here, right? Now, tu cantas muito bem. That means you sing very good, but you want to say you don't, right? So what you do? You just put now in front of the verb. Tu não cantas muito bem. You don't sing very well, right? Tu não cantas, right? So if you want to say that I don't sing well, then what you do? You say right? You say yo, right? Yo, and you say here is the O with yo in present. I take this here and I took this out, right? And you say eu canto muito bem. I sing very well. And if I put now in front of the verb, it says I don't speak. Tu não cantas muito bem. Very good, right? So you got it right. Any confusion, someone? Please ask me. Tu cantas muito bem. Yeah, that's great. Nós cantamos muito bem. That's great. Right? Make sentence. Just see the table there and you make sentence. And let's see the another one, last example here. I have more, but we will see some more examples in next live. So summer, right? Summer is not this. Let's say that I am Debraj Tamang, because these all sentences are made by Debraj sir. He is my student, okay, and he made these sentences within 3 weeks of learning. So it's very good. So if you want to say I am Debraj Tamang, or I call myself Debraj, then how can you say? So with I, you use eu, right? Eu means I. And call myself Samar. So I put this Sama here, and with I have U in simple present. So I just take this U and I can say eu samum Debraj Tamang, right? So, okay, I arrived in Lisbon. Who can make this sentence? Nós somos with nós chamamos. You can see here. AMOS. Okay. Not somos. AMOS. So first you just remove the AR verb. So that's it for now. But you let make I arrived in Lisbon. Who can make this sentence? So okay, eu chegar. Look again. You did the here. You again. You not eu chego Rana. It's easier. Look. Let me tell you again. Here first we take you, right? We take you, and then we take the verb after removing AR, right? We arrived. So arrived means it is in the past tense, right? So in past tense, we have here with you, it is EI. Okay, take your time and make the sentence. That will help you to make a correct sentence. Like, then you say, eu cheguei a Lisboa. It is in past tense, right? So, eu cheguei. Hola, how do you feel? Is it easy to make sentences? If you are a beginner, you may need clarification, right? Make 5 to 10 sentences of each AR verbs listed here or in the previous videos and speak them out loudly to practice their pronunciation. In a couple of days, you will find the difference. The next video shows 150 examples of 50 AR verbs with native Portuguese pronunciation. That will help you to develop your vocabulary and pronunciation skills. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. If this video helps you a little, please like it and share it if you find it useful for your friends or families. I know you have already subscribed to our channel. If not, please do so. Remember to comment in the comment box if you have any questions or you want to learn something else. Muito obrigado.